Huge Palworld update. We finally get to learn about the release of Palworld with version 1.0 and the future. Tell me what you got, Bucky.
Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk a bit about the future of Palworld and Pocket Pair. But first, I want to extend a big thank you to you all. Thank you so much for your kindness and support over the last 20 months. It truly means the world to us and motivates us to work even harder to make better and better games for you. Now, let's talk a bit about Palworld.
Yes!
Things are going to be a little different from here on out, and we want to take this chance to explain why.
Let's hear it!
But don't worry, it's not bad news. Since Palworld's release, we've shipped 5 major updates, each adding new mechanics and improving the game in various ways.
It's been great!
Version 0.2 introduced raids, a feature many fans have enjoyed and one we've continued to expand. Version 0.3 brought the first new island, Sakurajima.
Bro, this is so good, because the people that picked it up in the beginning were like, yeah, this is cool, or like a part of the 2 million concurrent players and the 20 million players in the first month. You know, they fell out pretty quick. So catching everyone up like, hey, and also the players that have played all this and kind of forgot, like, oh yeah, how many updates? 5? Really? I remember Sakurajima, but what else?
Along with many new pals and quality of life features. Version 0.4 shook things up with Favorite, a large new landmass, new faction, new pals, and many new mechanics. Version 0.5 brought crossplay to Palworld, allowing players on any system to finally play together. And finally, version 0.6, Tides of Terraria, was the long-anticipated Terraria collab, accompanied by many more quality of life improvements and new features.
Yes.
Now, we've reached a crossroads and need to decide what comes next. While we have a lot of ideas for where we want to take Palworld, we also need to start thinking about Palworld 1.0. Beyond just adding new content, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done before Palworld can exit early access. It's no secret that Palworld has a lot of quirks and jank.
Love the
honesty. We want to
honesty.
take the time to properly address those before releasing the game. With that in mind, we plan to start that cleanup this year. Our goal is to ultimately release Palworld next year in 2026, and we think taking the time now to fix those problems will ultimately lead to a better game. So, what does this mean? It means that things will be a little quiet from us for the rest of this year.
I'm okay with that. Also, with like all the other things going on, Pokemon Champions, Kirby Air Riders, Pokemon Legends ZA, Pokopia, Animo, which I'm also hype on, like, I don't need Pocket Pair to stack that too hard. And then if the game needs to be perfect. I'll give my thoughts later because we saw the collapse of New World and other high concurrent count games.
It also means our winter update won't be as big as Favorite.
That's fine!
We hope our players understand that we're taking this extra time to improve the game overall. Now, that said, it doesn't mean there will be no updates. We still do have a few surprises planned for our winter update this year. We just want to be transparent about where we're headed and the development of Palworld going forward. Development of Palworld is not slowing down or scaling back, quite the opposite. Palworld 1.0 will be a major milestone for us, and we have a truly massive amount of content planned for the 1.0 update.
I'm excited.
Rather than rushing it, we believe that laying the right foundation now will lead to a better game in the end. We're really excited about this, and we hope our fans will be really excited about this too. We plan to share some sneak peeks about Palworld 1.0 in the very near future.
Oh, I hope we got a little bit today, but that's fine.
Quick note on Pocket Pair's future. Many of you may already know this, but in January of this year, we launched Pocket Pair Publishing. Pocket Pair Publishing was born out of the desire to give back to the industry and help fun games get made. Thanks to Palworld's success, we're in a very lucky position and are able to help other developers and take risks. We want to use our success to help support others.
Like, the most goated game, that's what I've loved about this game from the beginning. It was just people that wanted to make their dream game. They did it, and they stumbled into success, and then that didn't, like, change them or overly corporatize them. Like, Bucky has just been the best community manager of any game ever, and we just kind of keep seeing how, like, all this right here, few developers show The Office anymore or like really connect like this, and now they're just kind of saying, hey, we want to keep going, and they're just staying as organic as possible, which is crazy. No one's organic in 2025 anymore.
Pocket Pair Publishing won't be developing games, but rather we'll be helping other developers with things like funding, marketing, distribution, or just offering them some advice. We're already working with a number of developers and teams from around the world, and we hope you look forward to the games that these teams are working on. Pocket Pair is also working on some other things. We don't have much we can talk about or share at the moment, but as the company grows, we continue to experiment with other ideas for games. Of course, right now, most of the company's focus is on Palworld, but we want to stay true to our roots, which is why we've got several smaller teams tinkering away at ideas that hopefully will turn into fun games for you all to play. We'll have more to share about this in the near future as well.
Any tease?
Once again, thank you all for your continued support of Palworld and Pocket Pair. We will continue to try our best and communicate more openly with you, our fans, about what is going on. We love making games, and nothing makes us happier than when you, our fans, enjoy the games that we create. On behalf of everyone here at Pocket Pair, thank you very, very much.
Excellent. So what I was saying about the games taking their time, like New World, I feel like that game would still be a banger right now, and it wouldn't have lost as many like I wish New World was just like 100k constant concurrent player game, because that is my favorite MMO of all time. But after like the 900,000 concurrent players and the fall off, no one ever got back into it and never gave it a second chance, even though all the problems got fixed and the game only got better. They needed to hold back the release because the game wasn't ready. You couldn't even do the in-game content. There were so many bugs and dupes and glitches. They needed like another 2 beta tests, and they needed to release in like January. And then with the Gypsum update, everything was great. So like their winter update was what the game needed to be, but just enough, however, still too late. Once you burn an audience, they're gone forever. I think Palworld is like getting a rare second chance, because they didn't really burn out players too much. Like, it's not like of the 2 million concurrents and 20 million players, people are like, oh, this game sucks, I regret everything. They're like, I like what's here, but it's very version 0.1, so we'll keep an eye on it. Kind of like how Minecraft really just kind of progressed through the beta, and it took a long time to get to that launch. And then when it did, it was like, okay, cool. Like, the Adventure update was beta 2012? Yeah, beta 1.8 2011. I remember that being huge, an absolutely massive thing for the game, enchanting, brewing, in Portal and stuff. So like the Terraria update was absolutely incredible for Palworld, but also all the quality of life. Like anyone that played in the beginning and comes back in now, it's a completely different game where like every frustration you had that might have just made you go, I don't want to play this anymore, or just go, I'll wait for the release, 99% of that's been fixed. So, and then you come back in and you're like, oh wait, I don't have to make like an iron base anymore, because I can just mine it in my base now, and then the progression's also gotten really cleaned up and stuff. So it just only keeps on getting better. And it's like, yeah, make sure that launch doesn't lose people anymore, that it just, like the 2 million concurrent players come back, and then everyone's just like, oh, I'm going to stay in for 3 times longer now. I'm going to beat the game because it feels like there's a story, and it's not just, oh, there's not enough content in the game and victory's just impossible, so what's the point? Like, my favorite stat, only 30% of players made it to Lylene, the second boss. So a lot of people are just like, oh, there's no story, there's no content, so I'm just quitting. It's like, you didn't even experience any of the game, and now there's a million things more inside of it. Which is why I'm also kind of surprised, where a game developer is making a high-quality, detailed recap of their games and like giving the news that normally like some other YouTuber would have to go in and like really dig through and be like, everything you need to know about to like before the Palworld 1.0 update. Devs already did half my work for me. Great. Excellent. Awesome. So because of that, like anyone coming back to Palworld's like, oh, I'm going to give this game another shot. I might even say, like, if you want to all in on Palworld, maybe even skip the winter update. Don't burn yourself out before 1.0 kind of idea. Like, I'm happy we're getting an update, but it's unnecessary. I think we just need 1.0 to be, like, the biggest, best thing ever. and then just have Palworld stick around for the rest of the year and see how hard it just hangs on. And then, yeah, because it held concurrence for a long time, and it still has a surprising amount of players. Like, Palworld was top 10 for months, and really only got dethroned because, like, the timing and cultural relevance of Helldivers, and then people just moved on to their next things. But outside of that, like, these people are connected. You can feel it in the games, and now they're actually, like, embracing this and going, oh, we didn't just put out a game that we were making. We now have, like, a responsibility to how massive the player base is. And they're starting to get, like, more in touch and connected with that, which is something that's very much missing, especially from other places like Game Freak. So, cool. Awesome. Love it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.